Now, your dad was in the coal mine, right?
Yeah.
And is that...
Like he always lied.
Was that the main employer in this area?
At that time, mostly in Western and Georgetown, it was the main employer. In Catlin, about all coal mining then. And I went from the CC camp into the mines, working with my dad is under an affidavit. You know, you had to have, you couldn't just go in and get a job, you had to work with somebody. And so I started with him.
What was your job?
Well, at first I went as a timberman helper with him, and then after about 6 months, or probably 4 or 5 months, then I went to what they call a rock man. You'd break up rock and fall down, and then right after that, you put meat timber, and I had a helper, and did that for several years, and then I went to shot fire and driller. That's what I ended up with.
What exactly did you do when you timbered?
Well, you'd have to put up timbers to hold the roof up so it wouldn't fall down, you know.
So were you going into unstable parts of the mine?
Oh yeah, that was your job to make them safe, you know. That's it. They called it timberman, and there was a lot of narrow escapes doing that. That job included was after an area was worked out, and a lot of times they'd take too much coal out, and then the thing was gradually caving in, and timbers were cracking and breaking, and you'd have to go in there and try to reclaim the track and the bars that they used for to hold the roof up. And a lot of times we'd be on our hands and knees trying to get it out, and all the time it was cracking and popping, and if it should come down suddenly, well, you'd had it. That's just one job I really hated. It was dangerous. Ordinarily, it'd be 6 foot high, and I've seen it where it got down to maybe 3.5 foot when we were still trying to reclaim that, and that was bad. It was gradually coming down.
Well, couldn't you get out, or did they say you had to get in there and reclaim the stuff?
You had to try to get it out because the track was expensive, and so was the rails that you had used for bars to hold the roof up, you know, and that was the expensive part of it. And you had to reclaim as much as you could before it came down. So it was kind of a bad job, and at that time it only paid, I think I started out at $4.75 a day, you know, which wasn't very much money.
Did you switch from that because you wanted to, or did they just move you?
Yeah, they just more or less graduated from it, you know. The longer I worked there, maybe I'd get a little better paying job. Actually, when I quit after 10 years, my top wages was $10.25 a day. Now they get that an hour or more, most labor jobs. Hi, Carl.
Hey.
Hi, sweetheart.
Poor old kitty's hobbling around there like
yeah,
a sore foot.
All gimped up, 3 legs. I don't know what happened to her. She sprained it or something, I guess.